the average home price in my market of Surrey, BC just fell over $100,000 in a single month. So if you chose to buy in June rather than July, you may have already lost as much as 5 to 10% of the overall equity, and you likely have not even completed on your purchase. But could that really be? Could the market crashers or doomsdayers in the comments of this very video finally be right? And is the whole real estate market a sinking ship? Well, the answer to that question is it's complicated. But I hope to address the falling home prices here today in this video, and also to let you know what you can do to make sure that you don't get crushed in this market. On today's episode of Let's Skew the Numbers to make the picture as rosy or cloudy as I want, depending on the story I want to tell. But first, because the numbers have been released by the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board, and because I am back from vacation, that makes this the Surrey Report. So as always, here is my amazing team with the latest benchmark pricing for the City of Surrey.
Looking at our detached market, we had 175 sales in the month of July. That is a 29% increase from the 135 sales from the same period last year. Our benchmark price is $1,683,300. That is up 1.1% month over month and down 2.6% year over year.
For townhouse sales in July of 2023, we had 218 sales, 59% increase over 2022. And our benchmark price for townhouses is $893,000. That is 0.3% increase month over month and a 1.3% increase year over year.
And for condos, sales have increased about 34% year over year. For the benchmark price, it's hovering around $553,000. That's a 2.9% increase year over year and a 0.3% decrease month over month.
So there you have it. Or do you? Because this video is supposed to be all about how prices just dropped 6 figures in only 30 days in the single family home market. But as you just heard from my team member Eric, Surrey house prices are in fact up almost $20,000 or over 1% since June. So what is all this? Am I just another realtor picking and choosing the stats that best suit me pumping the market? Or are the news headlines and media outlets just lying to you with more fake news? Or could it be that Canadian real estate doesn't make sense anymore, and the only way to fix it is to subscribe to the channel and click the like button for the YouTube algorithm? It's actually none of those. Well, except for the like and subscribe part. Because to understand how prices can drop and increase at the exact same time, first you have to look at the metrics being used. So let's start with average price, because after all, that is the number that is down month over month by over $100,000. Average price is a very simple calculation. It's the total price that all of the homes sold for divided by the total number of homes that sold. Simple. But the home price index is the price of the average home in that given area. So for example, when interest rates go up, that reduces buying power and strikes fear into the hearts of buyers. So many buyers step aside, causing prices to drop. And unfortunately, because buyers get out of the market, they have to live somewhere, and that caused rents to hit an all-time high in the exact same month. But some of those people still need and want to buy. Well, they end up having to adjust their purchase prices and maybe their expectations, translating to the fact that they often end up buying lesser properties. So with 39.4% less sales in July than just this last June, and people shifting to a lower purchase price, it looks like the whole market is crashing all at once. But if you bought in July rather than June, are you a genius? And did you just save $100,000? Well, the answer is maybe, but probably not. Because yes, July, August, and December are always great months to buy real estate. And they are great months to buy because they look like bad months to buy. Those are often the slowest months of the year. And slow means opportunity for buyers and quite often desperate sellers. People selling in July and especially December don't want to be on the market. What they want is to be on vacation and spending time with their loved ones or doing extreme sports. So it's very often that if you purchase in July, you will look like a genius by October when you finally get the keys and move in. So that means it is just possible that we are in a return to a regular market that slows in the summer, and we could see things pick up again in September. But did you really just save $100K? The answer to that is for sure no, because the benchmark price increased in July, meaning that if your buying power was not reduced and you still want the same house, no, you are not paying less now than you were before. Unless, of course, before was March of 2022. So let's break this down another way. If you wanted a 4-bedroom house in my market in June, you may have had to have paid $1,665,000 for that home. And in July, the same house likely sold for $1,683,000. But if your buying power went down and you could afford less, in reality, you probably had to settle for, I don't know, maybe a 3-bedroom home and ended up paying something like $1,550,000. And that is exactly how average price can drop while benchmark price stays the same. Because if more people that are dependent on mortgages have less buying power, they are going to flood to those lower priced homes. But one thing that you will find is that if average price drops for 2 and 3 months in a row, soon you will see the benchmark price follow up, as you would if the average price increased over the same time frame. So the real tell will be what happens in the fall. Do we snap back into sales trending at a regular pace? Or are these high interest rates finally catching up to people? And will that cause prices to drop while both rents and monthly mortgage payments increase? The truth is, none of us know. But I did promise to tell you what you can do to protect yourself from an unpredictable market like we are in at the moment. And, well, it works a little bit like this. First off, never overextend yourself. Often house payments are not, in fact, the problem, and it's consumer spending or risky business decisions that crush people in a bad market. 2, don't just look for the lowest rate on your mortgage. Those mortgages often come with hefty penalties that can make a bad situation even worse if you need to sell. Or they might be on what we call a static variable payment that could easily extend your amortization too long, or they could get triggered, causing your payment to go up more than you expect. And I know it's not popular, but maybe think about locking in for a 5-year rate. Sure, you could lose in the long run if rates drop, but for sure you won't lose when rates go up. Third, never buy real estate with a goldfish mentality, meaning that if you have anything less than a 4-year window in mind to own the property that you're looking at, just don't. You should always buy real estate with a minimum 5-year window in mind, and never look for quick flips, renovations, or assignments. Those are the get-rich-quick schemes in this business that often end up breaking people when the market goes bad. With people that want to own properties for only a year or two, problem comes that if the market does go bad in the timeline of which you need to sell, well, that is devastating for most. Fourth, make sure you like and subscribe to this video so you can stay up to date on the Canadian real estate market. And fifth, remember that if you need help in my market of Surrey or the Fraser Valley, you can book a call with me right now using the link in the description below.